Everything you've been told about food is wrong. Fat didn't make you fat. Sugar doesn't make kids hyper. And your body was never toxic to begin with. These aren't fringe opinions, they're what the science actually shows. Today, we dismantle the four nutrition myths most people are still living by in 2026. For 70 years, our relationship with food hasn't been shaped by biology. It's been shaped by a 1972 government committee, a single poorly designed study, and a 1945 document that almost nobody finished reading. Each myth reinforced the next, and together they created something powerful, a food culture built on fear. We stopped viewing eating as a signal to be heard and started treating it as a problem to be solved. We became consumers of fixes to problems that didn't exist. Let's start with the industry built almost entirely on that manufactured fear. The detox illusion. Every January, the script resets. The holidays filled you with toxins. A $60 green juice will flush your system. A 7-day cleanse will reset your organs. The language is designed to feel medical. Words like flush, reset, and cleanse borrow the authority of clinical procedures. They are not clinical procedures. Your liver performs over 500 distinct functions every second. It filters your blood continuously, converts ammonia to urea, neutralizes drugs and alcohol, and regulates the balance of proteins, fats, and sugars in your bloodstream, without a Monday morning green juice. Most commercial detox products contain diuretics or herbal laxatives. They create a rapid loss of water weight, which registers on a scale and feels like cleansing. What's actually happening is dehydration. Your kidneys working overtime to process ingredients they weren't designed to handle in concentrated form. If you had a true toxic buildup in your bloodstream, no juice could address it. That's what dialysis machines are for. The miracle is that you are already clean. But the industry that sold us the detox is the same one that convinced us to fear what our brain is literally made from. By cutting out the villain, we replaced it with the one substance that bypasses every hunger signal your body has. Here's what happened next. In 1972, a scientist named John Yudkin argued that sugar, not fat, was the primary driver of heart disease. The sugar industry didn't like that. Internal documents released decades later revealed that the Sugar Research Foundation paid researchers in the 1960s to publish studies shifting blame from sugar to fat. The conclusion: fat causes heart disease. Sugar is fine. That conclusion became global policy. We stripped fat from yogurt, milk, and cookies. But fat is flavor. Manufacturers replaced it with refined sugar and corn syrup to keep it palatable. The result wasn't better health. Rates of obesity and heart disease didn't slow. They accelerated. Fat is the signal that tells your brain you're full. Replace it with sugar, and you activate a loop that tells the brain to keep eating. We declared war on the molecule our biology runs on, and we're still seeing the damage. We replaced a necessary molecule with an unnecessary fear. But the strangest myth of all came from a government document that most people never actually finished reading. In 1945, the Food and Nutrition Board recommended adults consume 2.5 liters of water per day. That became the 8 glasses a day gospel. But the very next sentence in that document read, "Most of this quantity is contained in prepared foods." The recommendation included the water naturally present in everything you eat. Every apple, every bowl of rice, even your morning coffee. Your thirst mechanism is one of the most sensitive triggers in the animal kingdom. It is far more accurate than a plastic bottle with timestamps on it. Unless you are an elite athlete or in extreme heat, your body will tell you exactly when it needs fluid. Overhydrating doesn't give you extra health, it simply stresses your kidneys. We outsourced our instincts to a number someone rounded up in 1945, and we made the exact same mistake with our children. The thirst myth replaced instinct with instruction. The next one replaced observation with expectation. It's a scene we see at every birthday party. Every parent has seen it. A child at a party, sugared up, bouncing off the walls. It feels like undeniable evidence. Except it isn't there. For 30 years, double-blind studies have shown the same thing. Sugar does not cause hyperactivity. The sugar high is a cognitive event, not a biochemical one. When parents believe their child has had sugar, they rate their behavior as more hyperactive, even if the child was given a placebo. They watch closer. They act more controlling. They interpret party excitement as sugar chaos. The real danger of sugar is quieter, long-term metabolic strain and insulin disruption. By fixating on a high that doesn't exist, we miss the real conversation about what sugar actually does to our cells. Each myth follows a pattern. A complex system is reduced to a single villain. We attack the villain and a new problem appears. When you remove the noise, what's left is a system that knows how to signal its needs and fuel its own journey. Your body is not a project to be fixed. It is a miracle to be understood. I'm curious which of these myths shaped the way you grew up eating. Drop it in the comments. I read everyone. If you want to see how these invisible scripts also control your energy levels, you need to watch my breakdown on the science of sleep right here. It turns out how you recover is just as misunderstood as how you eat. I'm Capsule Explains. Until next time,